Hi, my name is Gordon and I'm here with Ramsey and Washington County Fix-It Clinics to show you how to clean and maintain an oscillating fan. We're using an oscillating fan today as an example, but you can do this with many other household items in your home to keep them running for years to come. This is a floor model, but there's also table models, and usually what's the issue with these fans is they become pretty dirty. Both the covers and the blades have become covered with dirt and soot. One thing I did not mention at the beginning is make sure the fan's always unplugged when you start. And so what we want to do is take it apart. This one's fairly easy to take apart. The cover comes off by taking these clips around the outside where the two pieces come together. You take the front cover off, and there's large models and small models very similar to this. Remove the cover, and then there's the fan blade assembly. And in this case, because the fan blade goes in one direction, this is counterintuitive, but the nut that holds the blade on actually turns the opposite direction. So in this case, it turns clockwise to take it off. If you find you get too much resistance in one direction, take it off in the other directions slowly. And then the blade is just pressed on in this case. So we can just push it, pull it off. And there is a indented shaft, so when we put it back, we'll want to put it back the same way. And then this back cover is also removable. You don't have to take it off, but it makes much easier cleaning. In this case, there's a nut on here. This one's actually labeled which way to loosen and tighten it. So this one actually turns counterclockwise to remove that secure nut. And then this whole back assembly comes off. And then we can clean these parts. So there's different ways of cleaning this. You can either use a dusting cleaner, like spray air at these. That's one way to do it. I like to take them myself. You can either use a dry rag or you can use a wet cloth. Or I actually like to take them and put them in a laundry tub and give them a good cleaning with a brush. You can clean all the pieces right off. Make sure everything's clean. Just using a mild soap. You do the blade as well. None of the electrical parts this way are exposed to any water or anything like that. And then once we've cleaned all the parts and let them dry thoroughly, we can then put them back together. And in this case, there are a couple of pins on here for this assembly, so we make sure we get the pins lined up. We put the nut back on. In this case, it's clockwise to tighten it back up. Make sure it's on there properly and secure. Put the blade back on. Like I said, there is an indent on the shaft, so we want to get that in the right spot. There we go. Once you see the threads, then you can put the nut back on. And again, remember to turn it the opposite direction from normal. And then with the clean cover, we can put the clean cover back on. And then you just put these clips back on, close them back up. And you can use your fan again. So that's all you need to do to clean and maintain your oscillating fan. Remember, you can do the same thing with many other household items in your home to keep them running for years to come. You can learn more about fixing everyday items at these websites.